Yeah, hello everyone. Welcome to this session. In this particular video, I will be showing that how you can deploy Grafana and Prometheus in your Kubernetes cluster, which will be deployed in the EKS service in the AWS cloud platform, right? So for that, we need two particular things. The first thing is the repository. So this is the repository that what I will be going to use, and I will be writing all the steps here in the README file, right? So obviously the first thing will be is to create Kubernetes, Grafana and Prometheus. So the first step will be create IAM user and config AWS CLI EKS and kubectl in EC2 or in local machine, right? So this will be the first step. So steps for the tutorial. Okay, and what we are going to do here is that we will be typing the AWS configure, right? And we are going to configure the AWS region and JSON formatting and key, that is access and secret key. That's it, right? So then we can move forward with the next part, right? So here already I have done the configure, that is AWS configure. Okay, and after this thing, what is required, that we need the command for creating up the cluster in the AWS environment. So what's the command for that? The command for that is EKS create CTL cluster. This is the command. So I will be making it my SID or my Grafana or my Kubernetes cluster, something like that. Make it node 2. Let's remove this one. So make it t2.micro, or let's make it t3.medium, right? So this is the first command for the task, right? So copy this particular command and paste it here. Got it. So again, like this is spinning up the CloudFormation stack, so it will be taking some time. So let's do one thing. Let's quickly pause the video and we will be get back once this is done with the deployment, right? Okay. Yeah, hello. So yeah, so now the cluster is created. So yeah, so this was the command and it will be taking some time, right, in order to create the cluster. So now this is the name of the cluster, and that's a region where the cluster is deployed and it is ready to use, right? So let me go to the AWS EKS console and let me reload the page. And yeah, here we got the cluster, right? So cluster is ready for use, right? So coming back to the thing, that's the terminal. So if I will be writing kubectl get nodes, so two nodes I will be getting here, because we have created two nodes, right? And one is master, which is managed by AWS, right? So what's the next thing which we will be doing is we will be going to clone the repo. So that's the repo name. Yeah, so I will just copying this. So command is git clone. Okay, paste the URL, so it's cloning the repository. Now what is to be done now is that so that repository is having two particular folders, right? So I will just go into that, right, and I will use ls-s. So these are the two folders. So I will just applying the files which are inside the folder, right? So how to do that? So I will first going to cd oh sorry, not that one, sorry. So kubectl create -f one Prometheus, And I'm just going to execute all the YAML files which are underneath the Prometheus directory. So first it will be creating the authorization with RBAC, and then creating up the config map, deployment, service, and every files I will be explaining, right? It's underneath the folder only, right? Then again kubectl create -f2 Grafana. That's all right. So kubectl get all with the namespace monitoring, monitoring, right? Monitoring, right? So this is the output that we have got. We have got the external IP, and that is obviously being exposed to the AWS ALB load balancer. So I will be copying this one, and the port number that which we will be going to access here is that it is 30 what's that, 30317 3037, okay. 8080, okay, this replica doesn't, okay, cool. So let me write one more command, kubectl get svc minus minus a. Yeah, so this is the one. So I'm just copying this particular thing and popping up here with the port number 3000. What's that? Sorry, not that one. 32, this one. So let me just run for some more time. Okay, so it will be taking, I guess, some time. Okay, 1 second. Okay, let me check the load balancer here. Yes, I'll copy the load balancer and paste it here. So that's the load balancer DNS, right? Status is okay, fine. 2 out of 2 instances are there. Load balancer type is classic. Let's wait for some time. Okay, so we can do one thing. Let's go to the instances and click on any of the instance, and I will click on connect SSH client. So just copy this command, ec2 metadata -- public IPv4. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, it now got worked. It would take it took some time actually. Sorry for that. So take a look now. Grafana is up and running, and yeah. So this is Grafana, right? And that's the 32747, and 32747 I have got from this one. Okay, so sorry, I was pasting the wrong one. Okay, cool. So this is Grafana, and yeah. So what we're supposed to do now is that uh, admin, and now I will be logging in. So new password is admin123, admin123, or I can skip it, right? I don't want to. I will skip it, right? So that's how Grafana got working, right? And now what's the next step is that we'll be going to the dashboard, and then we are going to create a dashboard for sure, and I will be clicking on import, and I will be writing the dashboard URL as 1 second after this one, right? Because I want to get all the logs from there. So let me just, so kubectl rollout, the core DNS has been started, and now what I can do here is that I can write the svc -a, and this is the Grafana one, and the Prometheus is running on cluster, that is port number 3, this one, right? Cool. So yeah, so let me just write 6417, and I'm clicking on load, and that's the Prometheus cluster. It has detected automatically. So I will be clicking on yeah, this one, right? Default one. Then I will clicking on import button. So that's going to import the dashboard. This dashboard depend on Angular, which is deprecated. Okay, that's fine. So that's all right. So we have got the Prometheus monitoring running, and the second thing is we have got the Grafana dashboard running, right? So what I'm doing here is that I'm just pasting all the command whatever I have done, right? So this is the command. Okay, and to get all the monitoring, and I have been rolled out to the deployment. Okay, and I guess that's all for now. So I will just lastly, when Grafana is up and running, okay, so yeah, and that's all right. We can go with the default settings now, right? So I'm going to commit the changes, and this is the step for the tutorial, right? And the 2 files are there, and I don't think so you require anything else. So yeah, that's all. Just, and I'm typing history. So this all I have, what I have done now, right? Okay, so that's all from my side. Yeah, these are the commands which I have written, so that's all right. Cool, then thank you all. I hope you all have enjoyed the video, and this is how the dashboard is going to look like right now. So enjoy, and whatever the things which I am going to find a relative tutorials, so I will be uploading them on YouTube. Okay, thanks all. I hope you all enjoyed this. Bye all, take care. Thank you.